Yo, what's up YouTube? I hope all of you are having a great day so far. In today's upload, we are going to be going over how to get easy diamond pistols in Cold War as fast as possible. So in this video, I will be breaking down the pistol category and giving you all my tips and tricks for all the camo challenges. If you find this video helpful at all, I would really appreciate if you could hit that like button, helps me out a ton. And if you're new to the channel and you want to get better at Call of Duty, make sure you hit that subscribe button because that's all of my content is about. But without further ado, let's get right into this guide. So I actually don't have diamond pistols yet. As you guys can see on screen, I have this one gold, but I don't have them all gold. But all the tips and tricks are going to be for all the guns. They're all pretty similar. You always want to run them in like the same way. So even though I don't have diamond pistols yet, all this information I'm about to give you will still be valuable. So to start things off, you are going to want to be playing hardcore Nuketown or hardcore raid. I do recommend Nuketown. That one's going to give you some extra kills. But by playing hardcore, it's going to make most of these guns just one shot to kill. It's going to make it a lot easier to get those bloodthirsties and just most of these camo challenges. So just make sure you are playing hardcore. But so anyways, for the first challenge, you have to get 150 eliminations with the pistol. Honestly, this one's super easy. It's going to naturally happen. For stripes, you have to get to 50 headshot medals. This one should happen. I guarantee by the time you complete all these other challenges, you should have the headshot camo done. Say you do see someone that's AFK, I would go for the headshot. Or if they're just standing in front of you, I would just get the headshot. But I wouldn't really go for the headshots unless it's the last challenge that you need to complete. For classic, you have to get 5 kills without dying 20 times with the pistol. This one is pretty hard, but again, I would say to play hardcore, and the biggest thing is to not focus on the bloodthirsty. Just run around the map, go for kills, try to do your other camo challenges, try to level it up. Don't focus on the bloodthirsties, because when you start to focus on the bloodthirsties, that's when you start to choke shots. You don't really go on streaks. So if you just play casually, and then once you notice you're on like a 3 or 4 kill streak, I would go upstairs in the Nuketown house. You can just lay down up there, wait for someone to come up, or you can just shoot someone out of the window. So pretty much just play normal. Once you get about 3 to 4 kills, that's when I would go up into the Nuketown house, and then I would just camp up there for the extra 1 to 2 kills. Also, I would say to build a very good class for the pistol. I'll show you guys a very good DMADI one, but just in general, if you need a setup for your pistol, I would look one up on YouTube. Typically, the dual wield is going to be the best. Sometimes it can screw you over, but typically dual wield is going to be the best option for your pistols. So just make sure you find a good class, throw on dual wield. But so for the perks, I recommend to run the tactical mask and the flat jacket. This is just going to protect you from those stupid things that can get you killed. For perk 2, I recommend to run scavenger, just so you don't ever really have to worry about running out of ammo. And then I would do tracker, just so it's a little bit easier for you to follow those footsteps. So if someone goes upstairs and then you don't see them, they run downstairs or something, you don't know if they ran outside or into the garage, you'll see the little orange footsteps showing exactly where they went. It's not going to help you out a ton, but it should help you out some of the time. For perk 3, I recommend to run ghost. This is just going to protect you from spy planes, so if the enemy has a UAV up, you're not going to show up on that UAV. And I would run ninja just so the enemies don't hear you. Say there's 2 people in front of you, you want to run up to them. If you don't have ninja, they're going to hear you, turn around, one shot you, you're dead. But if you have ninja, they're typically not going to hear you. And for the tactical, I would run a stim shot. This is really only going to help you in core, not so much in hardcore, because you usually die by 1 bullet. But say you're playing core, you're on like a 4 kill streak, the enemy shoots at you, you're about to die. You can run into a room if you can, get in some cover, pop a stim shot, you're going to be at full health, the enemy challenges you, he doesn't expect you're at full health, then you can kill them. For the lethal, you can do whichever one that you're best with. My best is C4. For the field upgrade, I recommend to run a field mic. So if you ever place this down, it's going to be like a mini UAV in your UAV. If you're playing hardcore, you're not going to see anything unless your team has a UAV up. But for core, it's a great piece of equipment because on your minimap, it's always there. You don't need a spy plane to pull up the minimap. It's always going to be there. So you place down this field mic, and then you got like a mini UAV inside your minimap. And so whenever someone walks into that circle, you can see them. So if you're camping on Nuketown, you can place it upstairs in a hidden area. The enemy walks into the house, you usually know exactly where they're at unless they have ninja. And that's going to wrap it up for classic. Now let's get into geometric. So for geometric, you have to get 25 long shot medals with the given pistol. This one's honestly pretty easy. I would just go into Nuketown, put on a sight that you like. So for these pistols, you can do the quick dot, the outro mini reflex, or the micro. I honestly like the micro. These two are just weird and they take up lots of the screen, but I would just do a scope that you're the most accurate with, and then I would just go into the typical Nuketown long shot spots like in the garage and the other garage, and then I would just go for long shots. If you're playing hardcore, it should be pretty easy. Say you keep getting outgunned at distance, I do have a video showing all the Nuketown location spots. It will be a link above me right now. If you watch that video, it describes like every single spot, all the underrated spots. So if you die in those typical areas, you can go into an underrated area, and then you can get some easy long shot medals because the enemies won't be expecting you. And that is going to wrap it up for geometric. Now let's get into Flora Camo, which is to kill 25 enemies who are detected, stunned, or blinded by your score streaks, equipment, field upgrades, upgrades in multiplayer. So to do this, I would just play core, make a very good class, usually a Kimbo. I would use the field upgrade, and then I would just play Nuketown, and so you can just camp upstairs, place down a field mic upstairs, and then when an enemy walks into the house, you can just run downstairs with the pistol and kill them, and as long as they show up on that field mic, it should count towards this challenge. Also, I would run a spy plane. Pretty much by running a spy plane and the field upgrade, those are the two best methods to be able to get this challenge. If you want a more in-depth guide on this, I will have a link above me right now. And that's gonna wrap it up for the Flora Camo. Now let's get into science. So science is actually kind of difficult. Honestly, it's not too difficult, but it's the most annoying one. So you have to shoot and kill 25 enemies who are taking cover from you in multiplayer. So for this one, you pretty much just have to kill people off head glitches. I honestly recommend to play hardcore raid and just shoot into cover, find those typical head glitch areas, and just kill people off those head glitches. And they have to be, I think, within like 2 meters of the head glitch for it to count. Say you are still struggling with this, let me know down in the comment section what your problem is, and I give you some special tips and tricks for your playstyle. And that's gonna wrap it up for science. Now let's get into psychedelic. So for psychedelic, you have to kill 2 or more enemies rapidly 25 times in multiplayer. So for this one, I would just play hardcore Nuketown, run around the map, be as aggressive as you possibly can. The best modes for this is domination and hardpoint, just because that's where you get the most kills. I would just run around hardcore, just one shot everyone, and you should eventually get it, especially because this bloodthirsty one is gonna probably take the longest. So if you're just running around the map trying to get some kills, trying to get like 4 kills before you go camp for that bloodthirsty, you should be able to get the psychedelic one while you're doing that. And I think that is gonna wrap it up for this video. I will give you guys a little class that's pretty much universal. You pretty much just want to do the strongest barrel on your pistol, and then you want to do the salvo mags, then you want to do a Kimbo, then for the handle, oh, that doesn't matter. Oh, for the muzzle, you want to do the agency suppressor, and then for the body, you want to do the 5 NW laser sight. If you're doing a Kimbo, this is pretty much a universal setup. You want to run the same thing on pretty much all your pistols. But so anyways, I think that is going to wrap it up. I hope this was helpful. If you guys need any extra help, I'm always in the comment section. But anyways, I hope all of you have a great rest of your day, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video.